Hey, we're back finally for DanPlays Mario RPG Part 6. I had hoped to do this part a lot earlier, but obviously I didn't. So, here we go. But yeah, I'm here. Tabby's here. Say hi. No? Okay. Anyway, I was originally thinking, well, not originally, I guess, but as of last week, I was thinking there might be one more part. Now I'm kind of second guessing that. I don't think it'll be more than two more parts, but I'm thinking this will be the second to last. Because we have at least three major dungeons left: the volcano, the Bowser's Keep, and then the final dungeon. And I see my level is 16. You probably want to be at least around 20 to 25 to take on Culex, the kind of optional super boss. And again, I'm not going to do a completionist run, so I am skipping, like, getting to Great Guy's crappy casino and the Yoshi's Island races that I could never do well to begin with. But I do want to do the Culex battle. So I'm thinking it might take a little bit longer than just one part to get all of that done. So I'm thinking probably for this part we'll do... I would say probably, we'll definitely do the volcano because that's the next stop, but we could probably do Bowser's Keep as well, and then there might be a little bit of like a level grind section before we finally get to, the final part of the game. I don't think it'll be more than 7 parts in total, but we're on part 6, and I think it will probably be more than this part. We'll play as long as we have time for now. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get back into it. So I'd saved in Seaside Town. I think that's just kind of where I happen to be. And we do have the Lazy Shell weapon for Mario, and we have Toadstool, or Peach, whatever you want to call her. We have her with the Lazy Shell armor and the safety badge, so she's pretty well locked down. There's not a whole lot that can kind of get through her defenses, which is good because she's kind of our main healer at this point. So I'm thinking, I don't think we're quite at the point of trying Culex or anything, but we could probably go to Monster Town, and I don't know if we can pull this off at level 16 or not, but we could try to take on Jinx at least and see if we can get the Jinx belt. So let's do that first, and if it doesn't work out, we'll go to the volcano and try Jinx again afterwards. So that's a good hit, but I'm going to try to put the Geno boost on Mario as soon as possible. Maybe not. It's the second round with Jinx. He hits very hard, so yeah, we'll see what happens. We may not be able to get the Geno boost off on Mario, or even keep it long enough for it to matter. Because Mario could get KO'd as well, but we'll try it. It does boost his defense too, so actually I should try to get the Geno boost on Geno himself sooner than later too. And actually, after that, we could try it on Toadstool as well. Again, she's pretty well locked down with her Lazy Shell armor and the safety badge. Weird, Mario actually did less damage after getting the Geno boost. I got him. That was actually not that hard. Yeah, having Toadstool kind of not able to be knocked out. And she did get taken down to 1 HP, but... Oh, there's 3 forms of Jinx. That's right. Oh, well. Let's see. We'll try the third battle. I don't know. I never quite understood why this is the save point in Monster Town. It's like in a hole. It's the only place in the game with a save point like that. Alright, let's try one more Jinx battle, and we still might not be able to get this last form. I forgot there was a third form. That's gonna be a KO. Oof. Yeah, that lazy shell really helps, because that one-shotted Gino, and it only did 6 damage to Toadstool. Yeah, I don't think we have anything we really want to use for items, so Peach can just do her one damage. I think Jinx's, I think his defense might kind of go up as the battle goes on. That's the one shot. Pretty much just Peach is using that comeback spell every turn, basically. And yeah, I think it's the lazy shell, or it actually might be the safety badge that does it. Actually, it's probably the safety badge that the like instant KO moves. It just takes Peach down to 1 instead of knocking her out entirely, which is good. Mistimed that one. Let's try the Geno Whirl. I've never been good at timing this, but it does do max damage if you time it just right. Or it does 17 damage if you don't. Oh well. Just top her off. I actually did block that, but still did too much damage to keep Geno awake. Yeah, let's try to boost again while we can. Nah, I missed the timing on it. Oh well. Got him. Nice. Mario-style dojo. Your foot to my face style, how you like it? Next I'll try your foot to my groin style. So yeah, we own the dojo now. But yeah, the Jinx belt, that's probably going to be a good item to put on Mario. Oh yeah, another big attack boost, like he needs it with the lazy shell. Somebody should now get the Troopa medal. Bowser still has those work pants on, too. What were the special effects of the Troopa pin? I kind of forget now, other than, you know, boosting attack power by 1.5, magic power by 1.5. I might put that on Bowser anyway. I'll leave the Ghost Medal on Mallow. I don't know how much more we'll actually be using Mallow, but in case we do want to swap him in, I think the Ghost Medal will work. And yeah, the Jinx fights do actually top off your health. I kind of feel like this might be the party that most of the rest of the game will be spent with. The Mario, Peach, Geno lineup. Oh, actually, before we go to the volcano, I forget now if it was in the guide or something, some other guide online, but there's, where is it? There's the one vine that I kept screwing up. I think it was the yellow one here. I guess it's not that one. I was thinking that there was a, oh, maybe it's this one, the blue one. I think there's actually another invisible platform on top of this. Or not. Huh. Maybe it's only in the remake or something, I don't know. But yeah, I thought I had seen somewhere that there was an invisible platform that I missed. That was not a good jump. Maybe it's this yellow one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Were there other vines like this somewhere else that I'm not remembering? Nope, got it. No, that just took us back here. That's it, that's the one I was trying to find. So yeah, we should be able to jump on that, theoretically. There are a few places where the, like, kind of perspective of the game doesn't really do the platforming elements too many favors. There we go. Frog coin and a rare scarf. What does a rare scarf do? Probably something with item drops, right? I hung on to this player's guide. Of course, the player's guide doesn't say anything, it just tells you where it is. Boosts physical and magical defense by 15 points each. I mean, is that better than the ghost metal? I think it is, so we might put the rare scarf on Mallow. Yeah, that'll work. Kinda hate to not have the rare scarf on anybody, but a few more items here. These are actually, those were the chests that you could see when you fall through, like from the hot springs. Or when you're falling to the hot springs, really. Anyway, we'll go to the volcano here. Good baseline. Yeah, the Geno World, theoretically, if you time it right, does 9,999 damage for a timed hit, but I've never been good at timing that one, but the Geno Flash is still very useful, and the Geno Boost is useful. And I'm actually not going to bother doing the Lucky. You know, it would be nice to double the experience, but I don't want to lose it. Why did I do that? Square always seemed to give cool music to volcano areas, really going all the way back to Final Fantasy I, which the FF1 volcano music is actually kind of revisited or quoted in the volcano music in Final Fantasy IX. Another not Donkey Kong here. Do the dry bones only take magic? Only go down to magic attacks? Is that the gimmick with them? Let's see. Yeah, I think so. If I remember right, I believe there's actually an in-and item shop inside the volcano. There's like a mushroom guy living in here that you can buy items from, including, I think, the next set of armor, and, also refill your health. Yeah, unless you're specifically fighting something that's weak to thunder, once Geno gets the Geno Blast, that kind of finishes Mallow's getting kind of outclassed in this game. I've mentioned before how I think I called it Marley syndrome, like Marley and Chrono Trigger, who just kind of becomes less and less useful as the game goes on. Mallow is kind of that character in this game. 34 for Mario's next level up. Like, theoretically, you could grind just by fighting that dry bones, but... I'll probably regret this, but... Yep. Sure enough, wasted that experience. We came from up there, right? So I don't think that star respawns until you leave the volcano entirely. Is this the way we came, or did we come from down here? I think we came from down here, actually, yeah. Oh, out of power on my, out of flower power. that his highest attack? It might be. I'm just gonna try to fight all the battles at this point. Yeah, I don't think there's another way to get that. Frog coin without just jumping into the magma. Nice. Apparently seems worth the effort. Thought I had it that time. Got it. Actually got it on the rebound, I think. Oops. Oh, there's a ledge there. Yep. There is another frog coin here. That's how you get that one. Do you actually take damage from going in the magma? I don't think so. Frog coins. Alright, we're gonna Geno flash this group. Geno Flash animation actually resembles the animation for Edgar's Desperation Attack in Final Fantasy VI, the Royal Shock, which the Desperation moves were kind of like proto limit breaks, and very rarely seen. I think it's like, if you're in critical HP, I think it's like a 1 in 16 chance that the fight command will give you a Desperation Attack. Slow odds, anyway. The monster's getting furious, to quote Scott Hall. Forgot to use a syrup. Free me, I'll take that. Oh, shoot. That was not the way I wanted to go. It's already been there. Let me just check. This seems like a candidate for a chest that would have another chest on top of it. I guess it's not, but might as well save again. Unfortunately, that tree stump guy doesn't come back until you leave and come back into the dungeon. Incidentally, the tree stump enemy kind of reminds me of the movie. I think it was 50s or early 60s, but it was like a very low budget B-horror movie called From Hell It Came. The monster was a walking tree stump, and some newspaper at the time had one of the best reviews for a movie I've ever seen. One of the best negative reviews. Like, everybody remembers Roger Ebert's review of North. I hated this movie review, but somebody in some newspaper in the 50s had a review of this movie, From Hell It Came, and it was just 2 words. It just said, it was just 3 words. I'm thinking of Shit Sandwich from Spinal Tap, I guess. But yeah, the review of From Hell It Came, it was just 3 words. Send it back. Alright, so Mario and Mallow just got their highest special moves. Oh, there's the tree stump again. Alright, so we don't need to bother attacking the dry bones because the Geno Flash is going to wipe them out. I think the dry bones, because they don't seem to die at all when you do physical attacks. But if you just use one magic attack on them, they go down. So I think that's how you are supposed to fight them. Oh, he's getting furious again. Another syrup. I shouldn't have wasted that royal syrup, should I have? Bowser Crush, I think that's Bowser's highest, also. So, Geno and Toadstool should be getting their ultimates on the next level up, too. We should be coming up on that shop/inn soon, I think. I don't actually remember what her Psych Bomb does. Ooh, I guess I'm not gonna find out yet either. Yeah, the big guy here. I believe the body keeps going if you take the head out, but if you take the body out first, the head goes with it. So. Get rid of him. I'm just gonna fight all of them, just for fun. Looks like Gino blast these guys. There's Gino's level up. Yeah, I think he might already have his ultimate. He might not. He might get his at a lower level.
You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail.
All of a sudden, a whole bunch of emails came through. The hell? Oh, I got so many emails all at once there. I guess that's just a generic email from Bandcamp. It said something about my fans showing up. I do have a Bandcamp page, and I have like 2 like crappy tracks that I made in GarageBand up on it. I mean, they're nothing good, but I just made them messing around with GarageBand. I'm not a musician by any stretch, but it was fun to play around with. But I think last time I looked, I think I literally have 1 listen outside of myself, so I might do more of them though. They were fun enough to make, even if I'm by no means a professional. So I'm under Lock and Chase is my handle for Bandcamp, if you're interested, like the Intellivision game. Which, if I can figure out how to record them, I might do. Oh, why am I physically attacking this guy? Yeah, I'd like to figure out. It would need probably need like 1 more adapter to plug into the set of adapters I already have here to record Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Genesis and all of those systems, PS2 even. So I've done several PS2 games. But I would like to do like even more vintage at some point, like Atari and Intellivision and stuff. Because especially in Intellivision, I have a strong personal connection to, and I have a lot of Atari games. So I think I should have. I didn't mean to use his strongest attack. I meant to use the flash again. I used the blast. Oh well. Drop another syrup there. But yeah, again, if I could figure out a way to hook them up and record them, I could do like Atari, Intellivision. I actually own a Fairchild Channel F, which I've only ever actually seen 1 Channel F in person, ever. And it's the one I own. I found it in a consignment store a couple of years ago. Just randomly on a shelf, there it was. And it was like $100, and it was the Channel F, all the hookups, the controllers and everything, which are, I think they're actually hardwired into it. Kind of like the Intellivision. and I had 2 game cartridges, which were baseball and I think blackjack. But yeah, I literally only ever seen one Channel F console in person, and it's the one I own. So, yeah, I have that. And also the Channel F, Angry Video Game Nerd actually showed it, but the Channel F, you'd need a second player for it. I just need to do that, you know, in collaboration with somebody. But the Channel F it's kind of like a hybrid. It's you know, it's credited as the first game system with interchangeable cartridges with programmed ROMs on them. I know the Odyssey did technically have cartridges, but they just changed the circuitry of the system. They didn't actually have game data programmed onto the cartridge. The Channel F had ROM-based cartridges, just like, you know, any other system, up to and including Switch 2, basically. But yeah, it was still like, it had a cartridge slot, it ran cartridges, but it also had a built-in Pong game, so it was like kind of still a halfway, like a home Pong system. I actually have a home Pong system too. Sears Super Pong 4 to be exact, so I could do that if I could hook it up. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the Channel F, it has built-in, it actually has a fantastic version of Pong. It's called Hockey, I think. But, yeah, it's like it's Pong, but you can move the paddles around while you're playing, and so it kind of becomes like a free-for-all. It's actually, with a second player, it's really good. And so, if I had a second player that wanted to do the show at some point, and I could figure out a way to hook up the Channel F, I'd be willing to do that at some point. Another one, the VTech Video Painter, which is not a game per se, but, I had the VTech Video Painter, which it's not even as fully functioning as Mario Paint. It's even more bare bones than Mario Paint, but it did have a stylus, so you could actually draw on the pad on it, which was cool at the time. So for nostalgia's sake, I might want to record that again if I can figure out a way to hook it up and get it to record. So, yeah, just ideas for the future. And then I have a kind of a list of games on systems I already know how to record. Kind of queued up too. Bother with that dry bones. How are we doing experience-wise, out of curiosity? Yeah, in the volcano, the levels do build up pretty quick. Here's the shop guy. He's like a badass mushroom, I guess, because he lives in a volcano. But he has either a mustache or a goatee and sunglasses. How are we money-wise? Are we maxed? Yeah, we're maxed on money. So yeah, he has like 3. I don't remember if there's anything hidden here, but yeah, he has like 3 counters. There's like an inn, an item shop, and a weapon shop. Also, little cameo here. We didn't see the Samus cameo, did we? We have to go back to the Mushroom Kingdom just to see that. But we did see Link, I think, on this playthrough. But yeah, another little cameo here. There's the ships from Star Fox, F-Zero, and I can't quite tell. Is this another F-Zero ship? It's a little bit hard to tell. Just as easily could be a bomb from Final Fantasy, actually. But yeah, definitely an F-Zero racer and the Star Fox R-Wing there. So yeah, there's like a bunch of cameos from other Nintendo and Square games. Like there was the Magitech armor in Booster's Tower from Final Fantasy VI. There's the Samus and Link showing up. Let me just see. Oh, in the remake, they renamed Hinopio. They renamed him Cinder Toad. Again, why? Like, I mean, those kinds of changes, like that, and renaming Frog Fuchsius to Frog Sage. To me, like, again, I guess Frog Fuchsius, they wanted to take away the real-world reference to Confucius, but still, it just kind of takes away the personality, I think, to some degree. So, yeah, anyway, as far as the models go, there's Captain Falcon's, and Samurai Goro. Oh, so I guess there's two two F-Zero. The other one is another F-Zero Razor, I guess. And then there's the R-Wing from Star Fox. So we did use that maple syrup. Let me do the armor shop and weapon shop first. That's the inn, which might as well do. And I'm guessing the bed is just that pile of boxes in the background. Oh yeah, they show it. Yeah, that looks comfortable. No, not really. So this counter must be the item shop. Or the weapon shop, rather. No weapons, it's just armor. But, so, we'll get for Mario, Mallow, and Geno. I don't know if we're going to want the one for Bowser. We definitely don't need the one for Toadstool because she has the lazy shell. For Bowser, we may still want to stick to the work pants. Yeah, she has the lazy shell, so she doesn't need that. Alright, so what does that do for Bowser? It does drop his attack by 10, and his magic attack. And it doesn't actually raise his defense, or magic defense, all that much, so yeah, I think I'm still going to stick to the work pants for Bowser. So, sell some crap off. I don't think we need the second, I'll keep it anyway. I was going to say I don't think we need the second pair of work pants, but I'll sell the fuzzy stuff and the fire shell. So I kind of wasted money on the fire shell, but oh well. We're still close to max anyway. We'll probably be maxed out again by the time we leave here. Alright, so let's do the item shop. And actually, let's go to sell first, because some of this stuff we don't need. We'll get rid of that. Don't need the Energizer basically is a Geno boost, and since we have the Geno boost, we're probably going to be using Geno for most, if not all, of the rest of the game. I think I'll just go ahead and sell those too to free up space. Yeah, get rid of the Able Juices. I may regret that one, but yeah, let's just get rid of all of that. The Power Blast I think I'll hang on to because that's like a full party attack boost, so that could be useful in a pinch. Actually, let's sell the honey syrup because we can buy a maple syrup here. Just kind of in case we need those. That should be good. Yeah, still have some space open too. That'll work. Okay. And then there's a save point. Yeah, there we go. Nope. Oh, not complaining. So use the experience. Just kind of thought about it for probably the first time, at least on this playthrough, that Geno's weapon is called the hand cannon, but it's really an elbow cannon, isn't it? The animation. See? Comes out of his elbow. Right into it. Once again, I like that. Ooh, that was a nasty hit. I know it wasn't critical to refill his health, but why not? I'll take it. Max Mushroom, that's pretty good. That was just the boss fight. And I believe there's actually 2 boss fights in a row here. I think the Axum Rangers come up right after this. And this is the Tsar Dragon, which is actually kind of a Final Fantasy VI reference, sort of, because there was famously in the game, I think I might have talked about this in the last part actually, but yeah, famously in the data for Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy III, the original US version, Final Fantasy III SNES, there was a dummied out enemy called either the Tsar Dragon or the Kaiser Dragon, depending on the translation you were using. And there were like a lot of rumors on the like, AOL message boards and stuff about how to fight that, and of course you couldn't without like using a Game Shark or something. But yeah, they did eventually in the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy VI. They did eventually put the, I think they called it the Kaiser Dragon in that version. But they did put him back in. But yeah, kind of in the meantime, they also put the Tsar Dragon in. Oh, that's a nasty move. Oof. Lost Gina. Let's get him back online. So yeah, again, just kind of a neat little pseudo-reference here. Temporarily lose Mario here. Nope, he stayed standing at one HP. I thought I hit the timing on that. Oh well. So it's not over. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know if that works or not. I was gonna say I should have kept a pure water. Because I think you may, kind of like using the Phoenix down on an undead enemy in a Final Fantasy, I think you may be able to one-shot this guy with a pure water when he turns into a skeleton. We'll just fight him the old-fashioned way. I mean, Mario's doing a ton of damage with that lazy shell with the Jinx Belt, all of the attack boosts we've given him, and the Geno boost active. Yeah, this guy has some pretty nasty group magic attacks. Got him. Ah, nice. Another level up. Take it. So, just in case, I'm actually going to backtrack to that save point. We have to do this backwards now, but I don't think the Poda boost that we already took out come back again until we leave and return to the area. Yeah. There we go. Actually, before I even, well, I might as well save anyway, but I should probably use the inn also. I guess we don't need to. I guess that refilled us. How's flower power? That's not full too. Okay, yeah, we don't need to do the inn. If we do need to do any, like, last grinding before fighting, especially QLX, the volcano's not a bad place to come back to. There's just this last little section near the exit and the inn. Nope. So yeah, this game, again, came out in '96, so Power Rangers were still pretty big at the time, so they put in a Power Rangers parody. I was a little bit too old for Power Rangers at the time, like, when they were big. Like, I remember He-Man. He-Man's, like, the peak of He-Man's popularity was, like, I was alive for it, but it was slightly before my time as far as, like, watching Saturday morning cartoons. But, like, I do remember He-Man, but he wasn't, like, the hotness still when I remember him. I was pretty firmly of the Ninja Turtles generation. And in fact, in I think first grade, we had, like a writing assignment or journal entry we had to write or whatever, where they asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up, and my answer was I wanted to be either a teacher or a Ninja Turtle. Technically one of those came true. You can guess which, right? Why does everybody have it in for Mario's mustache? I mean, in this game, everybody insults his mustache. Chicks dig the stash, man. Alright, so this should be the boss fight with the Axum Rangers here. And this was after the Bunt Cake, believe it or not. This was the second boss in this game that my first playthrough, you know, back in '96. I actually had trouble with this one. And I think part of it was just that for both of those bosses I was in that first playthrough, I was like under leveled because I, you know, avoided enemies and stuff. But, we should be able to handle them, I think. Especially since we have the lazy shells already. But this is one of the tougher fights in the game, I would say, other than QLX. So one of these is the healer of the group, so obviously that's the one we want to take out first. I think it's the pink one. Yeah. And she heals for a lot, too, so we'll put the boost on Mario. The yellow one's basically a Dragoon, apparently, in Final Fantasy terms. I'll just have her attack for this turn. move. Like, we're handling it, but you can probably see why this would give you trouble the first time through this fight. Because, I mean, there's 5 enemies at once, and they're pretty fast. One of them has a group heal move. And some of them do pretty big damage, too. So actually, pink is out. So I'm thinking we want to take out probably either green or black next. Black seems to be the fastest. He actually got 2 turns in a row, so... Although actually green is doing some nasty magic attacks, so maybe we should take green out. Alright, green's out. Ew. Yeah, so... Well, with pink, green, black... And then it probably doesn't matter the order after those. Those 3 are out. Yeah, he just did a defense boost, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and use him for last. Yellow got 2 turns in a row, too. Huh. Oh. Alright, down to red. But it's actually still not over when you take all 5 of them out, because then they kind of like... You have to fight the ship itself. They kind of Megazord in the background there. May actually want to double up on that group hug just to make sure Mario and Gino are topped off, because that break beam is so... I might not have to. Actually, I was going to say that break beam is doing a lot of damage to them. Peach is fine with the lazy shell, but... Only 17 experience for that battle? Come on. To get a level up on Peach, at least. So this is star number 6, the last star you get up, obviously, at the end of the game. Nice red color. I like the purple one, actually. The, what is that, the 4th star, right? The one at the bottom. Alright, so... I think you go back to, where do you go now? I was going to say the bridge to Bowser's Keep, but I don't think that's it. How do we actually get into the... You just go back to the bridge at Bowser's Keep. Oh yeah, you do go back to Nimbus Land, and you take the bus from there. The bus is running now. But while we're here, 2 things I want to do actually, so I don't forget. We'll go to Moleville, see if we can get the fireworks, and then get the shiny stone. Will let us open the door to QLX. Alright, we got the fireworks. So now I think, is it her? Oh no, it is her. Yeah, sorry. Alright, so that opens the door to, and I guess that goes in our regular inventory. That opens the door to, QLX. Which, even though we're still at a low level, might be worth giving QLX a try, because he will have trouble taking Peach down, and if Peach stays in the battle, we should be good. So I wanted to come back here. This is, I think, where... no, Samus is in the Mushroom Kingdom. Link is in this. No, he isn't. Where is Link? I know we saw him already. No, is he at the end here? Where's a seaside town? Or was he at Rose Town? And maybe he leaves after a certain amount of time. We did see him already anyway. But yeah, Samus is not here. Huh. Maybe she left already too? Oh well. So we might have missed one of the cameos. Yeah, I forgot that. Maybe there is just a certain window that you can see them. Alright, so let's go to Monster Town, we'll drop a save, and then just for curiosity's sake, we'll see what we can do with the QLX battle. If not, we'll do Bowser's Keep, and then we can come back to the QLX battle once we're, like, level 20 plus. Okay. Twice. Yeah, again, I've never quite understood the save point in the hole there. Alright, so the door's open. Ooh, pixely. Well, he looks very two-dimensional. So none of this is actually from a Final Fantasy game, but QLX is supposed to be like a stereotypical, like, Final Fantasy final boss that they threw in here. And he is the hardest boss in the game. And we get another little Final Fantasy cameo. That's right, it's the boss theme from Final Fantasy IV. Which is actually an interesting choice because, I mean, there had been, by the time this game came out, Final Fantasy V and VI were both out. this game after all of them, so it's kind of interesting they didn't use the boss music from like Final Fantasy VI, but I'm not complaining by any stretch because this is one of my favorite boss themes in the Final Fantasy series. And he also has like a kind of vaguely nonsensical speech at the beginning, just like a Final Fantasy boss. Alright, so the trick with him is you want to kind of take out the crystals first. I don't think any of them heal, so the fire crystal I think is the most dangerous. So we'll put the Geno boost on Mario. It may not last long. But, yeah, Gulex even has like a 2D sprite. I mean, this is actually a 2D game anyway. It's just pre-rendered like Donkey Kong Country, so it looks 3D. But, yeah, pretty much Peach's role in this is strictly going to be healing, like we want to have her. And she actually took a nasty hit even through the lazy shell there. Once some or all of the crystals are out, this does become more manageable. Come on, Peach, get a turn. There we go. See, it's pretty much just group hug every turn with Peach to keep us in the battle. Doing okay so far. Let me boost Geno himself, too. Come on, Peach. Yeah, like I said, as the crystals start to go down, she starts to the battle starts to become more manageable. We've been beating on that fire crystal, so it should be going down soon. I forget how much HP each of them has. I think this is the lowest level that I've attempted this battle. I think Group Hug gets rid of the fear effect, too. I think, yeah, it gets rid of, I think, pretty much all status effects. Yeah, let's try the Geno blast just for funsies. Flower Power is okay at the moment. We will want to put the boost back on Mario once he's back online. Come on, Peach. I was hoping to use the group hug because that should get rid of the mushroom effect on Gino too, but it's more important to get Mario back. Just try to keep everybody standing. Ah, nice. Probably want to take out water next, because that water blast is a nasty move. No matter what enemy uses that, that's a nasty one. Okay, so the good news there is we can actually get Gino back online. That wiped out the mushroom thing. Ooh. Oh, good. Missed Mario. I'll take that. I think the Shredder removes elemental defenses, if I remember right. Ah. Come on, Peach, get a move in. It really doesn't want me to use that group hug. The hell was that? I'm gonna go ahead and use a syrup here just to top off the flower points. Oh, good, we got Gino back. Finally. Come on, Peach. Just realized that's actually the Earth Crystal doing the Water Blast move, isn't it? That's kind of odd. Nice. Starting to turn the tables. I think we might be able to pull this off. Let's give him another Geno Flash here. I'm not going to do that every turn, but before Bowie had Darkstar, QLX had it. Oh no, David Bowie was Black Star, wasn't it? His last album. Never mind. I guess that joke was a dumb idea from Bad Creative. We need to replenish our flower points. Ideally, I'd like to have Geno do the syrup, so Mario can attack, but just to top it off. I don't even know what that hit is coming from. That Earth Crystal must be fairly close to going down. that's great. Well, we can wake them up with the group hug. Finally. Yeah, I don't know what... I guess it's Gulex himself doing that physical attack, but he doesn't, like, move or flash, so it's hard to tell. Alright, so we got the crystals down. And Gulex is actually taking damage himself from those Geno flashes, so we have a little bit of a head start for the last phase here. I don't remember if his attack pattern changes once the crystals are gone. I think he might just do the same stuff. Actually, we'll buy some new maple syrups once the battle's over. Yeah, freebie, I'll take that. Oof. Yeah, this seems to have gotten a whole lot easier with those crystals going, which makes sense. I'll just have her defend for now. Oh, he ran out of flower points himself. I don't think Gulex can do much of anything now, other than that one physical attack he has. Let's just go all out. I know she's only going to do like... Well, she got 10 damage in. Apparently that move doesn't require his magic power. I think this is in the bag, though, at this point. Again, this is, I believe, the lowest level I've ever even attempted this fight with, so... This was pretty good. Pretty good. He does have a lot of hit points, but... I think we are pretty free to mostly just wail on him at this point. Got him. A lot of experience, too. Let's actually give Geno a little attack boost. So we should be able, you know, if we can take that fight, we should be able to do the rest of the game, because Gulex is easily the hardest boss in the game. Alright, what does the Quartz Tarm do? I don't remember. Yeah, that did heal us afterwards. But we did use up some maple syrup, so let's see if the Goomba sells those. Yes, she does. I think we had 6 going in. So what does the Quartz Tarm do? I'm not going to put it on Mario, probably, but... Shining Source, that is one thing I don't like in this game, and I think the remake might Don't quote me on it, but I think they might put a little bit more of a description of what the items do. Quartz Charm prevents instant death and increases offensive and defense with power by 50%. So Peach has the safety ring on, which prevents instant death and also protects from various magic attacks. I don't think we actually want to put the Quartz Charm on anybody, but bragging rights at least, right? Alright, so we definitely want to save after that. Yeah, level 19 for that fight. That's definitely, I think, well, I wouldn't say definitely I think, that doesn't make sense, but I'm quite sure that's the lowest level I've actually even attempted, let alone beaten Kulex on. Have to talk to the king first. Yeah, I don't think this palace was big enough. Finally. Look at you. Yes, I'm talking about you. You're cute. Your breath smells like a fish graveyard, though. You just yawned in my general direction, and... How does your breath... Again, you weigh like 7 pounds. How do you have breath that bad? The royal bus. Yes, Mallow, the time has come for you to take the bus. It's a coming-of-age ritual. Alright, so now we should be able to take the bus. You know what? This palace is so annoyingly big. Let's just go out the back door and, like, come back in. Actually, this might not be that much shorter trip. Yeah, those are those chests we got at the beginning of this part. There we go. That'll do it. Just use a save point at the end just while we're here. I wonder what the JB stands for. Have to look into that. Jugen's bus, maybe, because Lakitu is Jugen in the Japanese version of the Mario series. Which is the weird thing in Mario 3 where in the manual they still called it Jugen's Cloud instead of Lakitu's Cloud. Maybe that's it. Alright, back where we started. Let's just ditch that regular mushroom. If we end up going to another shop, we could probably actually sell that shiny stone now. I actually forgot that stayed in your inventory after you open QLX's door. Mario's running this board on its own. Yeah, we could probably sell that. I don't think you need the shiny stone for anything else. That was fairly worthwhile for one guy. These are probably like super Goombas, right? Or Goo Goombas. Yeah, they go down just as easily as any other Goombas. We just have the giant enemy crab to deal with. You have to hit its weak spot for massive damage. Ah, that sucks. I think Peach is pretty much immune to everything, including that sleep effect. So she can just do the group hug and wake everybody else up. Nice. I think that's the first time Mario and Mallow didn't level up in the same battle, isn't it? Enlightened, enraptured, embalmed. It's rather disturbing, isn't it? Max mushroom. Toss the. Actually, might as well use it, right? Let's actually attack the 40 and then do the Geno. Flash or Blast or whichever. Blast, I guess. You'd think Blast would be stronger than Flash, but 'tis not the case. Rocco. Forgot he comes back again. Oh, he's actually on our side now, I guess. We really need. I think you have to do all 6 of these doors. I think you get, like, some of the ultimate weapons. For, yeah. Yeah, I guess we don't need the ice bomb. Ah. rock candy, we do want that. That's a strong attack item. Toss some maple syrup. Well, this is a reference. Hopefully didn't miss any real good items in that second section, but... I mean, like the rock candy, I actually often save those for Culex, but we already beat him, so I don't think we need them for that, but we can use them on the final boss. Oh, I was right there. Oh. This room kind of sucks. The Donkey Kong reference room. Well, we did already get the items in the first room, so... Let me just see if there's a map that shows what items are in the second room, if it's even worth the effort of trying to get any of those. Doesn't really say. I mean, we got the one rock candy, which is good to have. And we'll probably have chances at others, huh? Alright. Alright, so that is for Peach. She actually does have another weapon, the frying pan, which actually I think you get in Moleville. And that's her best weapon, the frying pan. But, I mean, we're not really attacking with her anyway, so... I forgot to get that, but I don't know if it really matters. This is kind of reminiscent of the one section in Magus's Castle in Chrono Trigger, where you just kind of have to fight a gauntlet of enemies. What do the 5 fingers say to the face? I give Gino another regular attack boost because we have been doing regular attacks with him. Alright, this is a little longer than it should be. More? It's Bahama. Sort of. Oh, that's so cheap. So that's Bowser's best weapon. So I think the idea with this one is that you don't want to, you don't want to be the last one to, or you don't want to get the last coin from that, rather. Alright, so this one I'm just going to cheat my way through, because the player's guide does actually have a solution for this. So I do that one, that one, and that one. This first room with the switch puzzle is actually pretty easy. I actually only... because the diagram actually didn't really seem to match what was happening, so, yeah, I ended up actually just winging it on that, but still got it. Got a rock candy out of it. Battle one. Just get it over with. Earphones actually running out of batteries. Let me switch to the other ear. Oh, nice hit from Peach. Alright. That'll work. Yeah, these battle rooms are... I think they could have gotten away with like 2 sections for these battle rooms instead of 3. Alright, last section at least. You need to put that on your foot. I don't think you're conscious anyway. Tooth is sticking out. There. Wake up. The star's like, I'm gonna harm you. Peach whooping some ass. Which is only really notable because she has the lazy shell on, which nerfs her attack ability. Alright, this should be the last battle for this battle room. 6 of these things. Can get rid of all of them at once. I think he can go back to Croco, so I think after this set of battles I'll duck back into his room and I'll top off my flower points and then duck back into the room where Croco is to get the a refill on the maple syrup. So that's going to be for Gina. Oh, is it not going to let us get the other 2 chests? I think you can go out and come back into the castle, so maybe we'll do that and get those last 2. Forget what the timing on that star gun is. Yeah, theoretically you can keep hitting that and max out your coins, but I don't think I have the patience for that.
You've got mail.
You know, I think I'm gonna keep the work pants on Bowser. Oh, I forgot to put the drill claw on him. Again, I don't know that we're gonna use Bowser again. I guess the shiny stone is only worth 2, but I don't think we need it for anything else anymore, so might as well. I'll actually sell a couple of the pick-me-ups too. Get one more syrup. Gino, I don't think that's the safest place for you to be standing while we're fighting this. It's like just on a candle. Can't seem to get the timing on that. Star gun. Alright, so, yeah, looking at the clock, I think it's safe to say there'll be another part, but it won't be as long, I don't think, as the last couple parts. But yeah, we'll save the last dungeon and the final boss and the ending for one more episode. This doesn't really seem like the moment to be having a dance party. So yeah, this is not the final boss, the sword. And bizarrely, there's like 4 attack points. There's the actual like sword pommel, there's both eyes, and then there's the mouth, which perplexingly is called the Neosquid. The only like real plausible theory I've heard is that there might have been just some translation error where this was supposed to be the name of another enemy that ended up getting switched with the mouth. So it's called Neosquid here. They did fix that in the remake. It's just called mouth, I think. But very strange. Like, I don't know if there's really even, I guess maybe one of the bloopers or something, I don't know. You know, what enemy could have been intended to be called that. Attack the Neosquid, and then we'll go after the actual boss, which is like the pommel there. Maybe if you leave one eye open, that might be the key to it. Kind of like the mother brain in Chrono Trigger, where it had the 3 screens behind it, but if you took out all 3 screens, it would, like, basically get berserked and change its attack pattern to be extremely difficult. So you actually wanted to leave one of the screens. I didn't put the boost on Gino himself, did I? Maybe I did, I don't know. I think I got the timing on that one. Didn't that time.
You've got mail.
We got him. So now we jump into the Neosquid. Okay, so we can actually jump back out. So I believe you can go back into Bowser's Keep and get those last 2 doors to get the weapons behind them. For now, I'm going to go back to Nimbus Land and just save and call it for this part. So we'll do one more part. It probably, I'm guessing, won't be quite as long as the last 2 sections were. Do we need to stay at the end? No. But we can use the save point. So yeah, one more part will not be more than that. We should be more than ready to take on the rest of the game at this point. So yeah, we'll pick that up. I'll try to do it within the next couple of days and put this game to bed. And yeah, that should be it for Mario RPG. So stay tuned. I'll try to do that soon. Till then, hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good night. Later.